Oh, welcome, Peace Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint stuff. I paint stuff on the internet. That's what I do. I do other things. Kinda. No, I do. I'm a dad. I'm a dad. I don't know if you're any of you all dads, but golly, that's a lot. I was a chef for a while. Long time actually. I was pretty good at it. Maybe I'll do that again one day. I doubt it though. I have a throat condition, and that's what laid me out. You know, doctors are monitoring that or whatever. So while they do that, we paint stuff on the internet, and folks watch it, which is like really cool. When I was younger, I would have never thought that something like this was even like possible. Like this is, I didn't think that this would be the kind of programming that would be out there. I didn't think it would be like you're watching some dude in his house in a room that he's turned into a studio, and you're watching him build and paint things. I mean, I always thought there would be like this old house, but like commercialized and funded. And I guess YouTube does fund these things once they get to a certain level, but we're not there yet. This is the I fund this solely out of my own need to, I guess, vlog this stuff. I don't know. My friends made me start doing this kind of like, I suppose it's therapy, I guess, or just to be entertaining. I don't know, just something to do. After I left the chef world, so this is what I do now. Anyway, that's enough of me yapping around. We're gonna. Oh, I did that wrong. I don't want to drag it. There we go. I want to shrink it. There we go. You'll have to forgive me, everybody. I am not like the most technically adept person in the world. I can make it work. I'm just not. I'm not the best, which that's alright. Maybe one day people think I'm funny enough. I'll have a producer or whatever. I doubt it, but yeah, I need to make more of the regular format videos. That's what my son says. Those kids, they're a little bit more in tune with these things. All right, so I think I want to do one more coat of this phthalo. Because we really want this to stand out. Make sure that we're in any places where we don't need to see any gray. This will help down here to really make this shadow a little bit darker. It's hard to get a little bit on that piece there. It's a metallic, so it's gonna probably cover that up pretty good. I felt like I was sitting wrong. The main reason I want to make sure we get this coat on here is I want to that was a mistake. I should have switched to my smaller brush. I didn't, and that was my fault. Got it though. You can catch those mistakes early. You can correct them. Make sure it's nice, dark green. So we're gonna start lightening it up here in a second. Now I really got to decide what the heck I'm gonna do about this thing. Chance that. We'll make it some. I think we're gonna make it look like a necklace. It looks like a necklace. I don't know what kind, but it does. It also looks like some sort of weird choker, but could be both. Could be both. It really makes you want to look her up. I know it's a Reaper miniature. She's right here. That's her, but that's a weird sculpt. That's a better sculpt. It must be the old one. But it's definitely not a human though. It's definitely I guess you could call it a human if you wanted. She definitely has no name. And this sculpt is of no, or this picture is of no help. It's definitely some sort of necklace, I think. It looks, I don't know why I thought that was going to be helpful. I don't know. Okay. Golly. Alright, let's put some gold on it. Shit. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it's funny. Alright, gold here, and we'll use brass on that other stuff. Definitely some sort of necklace kind of thing. I don't think it's attached to... It's just so hard to tell exactly what it is. I don't know if they're discs, or if it's a chain, or if it's supposed to look like a choker. It just looks like a bunch of little wads of something. Treat it like a necklace because it looks great like a necklace. It really does. Pretty good. Oh, old choker kind of necklace. She needs some bling. She's rocking that bling. Just a second. Pull this leather back out after the a little bit of a wash on there. Wash. All these buckles and things can be. Bronze, they'll look great. Quite a few of them. And we're going to do a little color on her roll. So when you put these two together, you'll really be able to see the difference between the bronze and the gold. Sometimes it's hard to tell, like at a glance, but then you can, when you see the difference there, you're like, oh. And that's where people get faked out. Where they're like, oh, I got a gold ring. Like, that's brass. I'm like, no, it's gold. I'm like, no. No, it's not. It's brass. You got it at the fair or something, right? Yeah. It's brass. It might have been plated gold. And then it gets rubbed off. And then underneath, you have brass. Usually it's not even that. Usually they like play with something cheaper. Fade down these white trims just a bit. And we're gonna come back later. Pick them back out again. But pure white always looks just a tad long. This is just a raw number I'm using here. So it's going to help us fade a lot of this stuff back down a little bit. We may come and hit those accents, but really going to help us overall make her look more realistic. She won't look quite so cartoony. Which, if that's what you're going for, you could always just leave. If you want it to look a little more animated. So, okay, for that roll, we're going to need a touch of Payne's Gray. That's Mars Black. Might need some Mars later, but I gotta figure out those flowers. Ooh. Yeah, they still just look like buckles on this thing too. I don't know what that thing on her dress. It's so weird. It just looks like buckles. Crazy. Society is nuts. All we have is each other. People cling to the people you love. Make connections with folks that you enjoy. That's what's important. It is nice to see that all the celebrity ladies made it home on their space mission. I would like to point out that they are currently erasing most of the names of the women that contributed to the space program out of the NASA archives. Just, in case anybody wanted to know that one's kind of irritating to watch as somebody who's a space fan. Like a real space fan, not just the anyway, not just science fiction movies and celebrities in space, but like the actual space program. our anger ray. Kept watching everybody all of a sudden get really excited about space because Katy Perry went up there. It's pretty freaking ridiculous. A little bit of water, but not too much. Try to pull a little bit of that off of there. That tells me I didn't want it. Alright, now that's a little bit of Naples and white mixed together, so it's not pure white. Kind of a slightly yellow white. Hey! Caught up watching anime. What are you watching? Let's see. Sequel series to Naruto. I didn't watch a lot of the Naruto. That was a little bit after my time, but I've seen a little bit of it. And it was fun. It was a fun run. Had a good show. I definitely haven't seen that sequel, so I don't know anything about those. I guess the newest thing I saw was the kids wanted to what was the thing called? Batman Ninja or something. It was weird, and it was kind of it was in the anime style. I don't know if it was a real like Japanese studio anime or not. They liked it. Naruto came out when I was young, so on side I watched it back in 2016. Golly, 2016. Golly, that seems like a while back. That's only like it wasn't even 10 years ago yet. That seems like forever. Yeah, what Naruto came out in what 2000. 2001, 2002? It's not, it's older. Don't want your AI bullshit. Yeah, 2002 was the original run. Started in 2002, ran to 2007. So you were watching it almost 10 years after it had completed its run, and 14 years after it had started. It's been around for a minute. But by then, let's see, 2002, I was chefing and working. I was busy. I wasn't watching cartoons or anime or anything. I wasn't even making it to regular movies. I was busy. Uh-oh. My stock guys just said there's a bull trap coming. That doesn't matter to me. I'm not I don't play that kind of game on the stock market. But it'll be interesting to see if it folds down again. The market's just been choppy and weird for a while. What you want to do, right? Oh man, this is really bad. Scrape on my back. It itches like crazy. I think it's a scrape. It might be something else. I might be growing another eye on my back. And it's just as it's coming out. Could be an eye. That would be cool. I could totally use an eye behind me. If that happens, we're definitely going to either have to be a superhero or a supervillain, so I'm going to need y'all to help me figure out which one I need to be. It came out in the US in 2005. That's right, it came, shipping, that other one didn't end until 2017, correct. That was the second part of it or whatever. I know just enough about it to know kind of how it went down. Just trying, like with everything else, just trying to grab where the light is going to hit as we come down. Don't get too crazy. It's really easy to push that brush on there too hard and then mess up all the stuff you just did before. Notice I'm coming down. All in the same direction. I don't want to go across them. Go down. And this is that Naples with a little bit of white, but it's more heavy Naples. Oh yeah, it's all out of order. It's crazy. Especially by the time it hits syndication like that, and then, you know, once you're seeing it, you know, on the Cartoon Network or whatever, they're playing stuff way crazy. They're not even playing all the episodes. They're playing the ones that are going to get people to watch and stuff. You know, that's how that goes. That kind of goofy shit. She's getting close. She's getting close. I think we're going to have to brighten off her flesh again. I think I want to, well, her arms and her leg. Oh, God, that itches. Oh, might be just like a crazy ass pimple. Oh. But I did get scratched back there working in the yard. So most of my plants seem to be doing all right. You know, back when Cartoon Network was actually cool. Yeah. Dragon Ball, One Piece, and yeah. God, like One Piece goes on forever. I think One Piece has like 6,000 some odd episodes. It's insane. Like One Piece seemed like it was never gonna end. Ever. Sorry, it's about to hit. Its 1,113th episode is going to come out on July 28th at 9:30 a.m. in Japan. Well, it's 30. You're 13 episodes behind now. According to this, because it's 113th episode will be released in Japan in July. So it's you're close. You were damn close, bro. Damn close. I mean, that's a hell of a shot to me. I thought it was a lot more. But it's still that's a lot of episodes, man. That's a lot of episodes. I don't even know how they keep that thing going. Like, what could they possibly be up to at this point? Like, what could they be doing that they haven't already done? No one knows. No one knows. Well, I mean, apparently somebody does. They're making episodes. Keep looking at what I need to do here. Really want me to put this is Payne's Gray. to scabbard up a lot and then bring it back up to red. And that crimson, the Alzarian crimson just isn't doing it. So we're going, and I don't want to use black. That's too much. I definitely want to get this little crevice filled. There's the contact between her dress and the sword has got to get some shading to it. Something like all the way up in here. Really get that back in there. And then probably just straight shade this with Phoenix Gray. Darken that whole area up. Maybe not even. That may be too thin. Pokemon, Sailor Moon, yeah. Man, so like I said, I think I've said this before on the channel, but I'll say it again. It's when we were watching anime, like bootlegs and stuff, because back in the day, that was how you got them. You got them at like cons. You went to conventions, and somebody would be selling. If you were lucky, you could get like an actual like VHS or maybe a beta tape of something, assuming somebody you knew had a beta player, because that was rare. Oh, beta. I think I knew like 2 people that had Betamaxes. For those of you who do not know, let me put you on game. Betamax was a competitor to a cassette type video play system called VHS, and two different styles, like kind of like the difference between one car company and another car company, right? They both kind of did the same thing, except they were just very different in design. Well, VHS is what took off. Like, and eventually it came around again, and we had you had Laserdisc versus CDs, and CDs, which compact disc took over and killed off Laserdisc because it was smaller and better made, and kind of like 8-tracks eventually killed off cassettes. But in this situation, both of them came up at almost the same time. And the Betamax technology just wasn't quite as good as the VHS technology. And so it just collapsed. They stopped making the players, and then all the movies started being on VHS. For a while, it was all on VHS. Like, they were busy converting everything to VHS they possibly could. It was really funny. All these old movies coming out. Let's see. Ghost in the Shell, that's one of my favorites. That's an old school one. Inuyasha, Fullmetal Alchemist. Well, Alchemist is kind of in the late stage of the early US pops. I think, let's see, what the first one I saw was Vampire Hunter D and Akira. Those are the first 2 I saw. Besides the episodic one we saw was, when we saw it, I think it was called Macross, and then it was Robotech. Like, and Robotech was huge. Like, they actually put Robotech on TV for a little while here in the States. I mean, like, just a touch of Mars Black for this scabbard. When I say a touch, like, I mean I gotta dip my feet. bit dip my paintbrush in this. That's probably all I need for this entire month. But don't use black as much as I did when I first started learning to paint. I used to think like everything had to be black, you know. If you wanted it to be black, if you wanted it to be black, it had to be black. That's not true. Like, you have to slide it to black. Accra is, it has a forever culture. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like it there's a lot of things from Akka that they still use today. Like, you can see nods to it in almost every major anime that they put out. See, and then like, and I remember when Appleseed came out, that was really good. And then, you know, Cowboy Bebop. Everybody loved Cowboy Bebop and Afro Samurai. Those were huge. I really can only make this thing a big old buckle. Just because. Yeah. Yeah, those were all classics. Then let's see, one of them, let's see, what's a rare one? Think of a one not a lot of people have probably seen that's really crazy. Oh, Speed Grapher. If you've never seen Speed Grapher, you should see that one. It's pretty wild. And then Ninja Scroll, of course. You know, Ninja Scroll was an early one. Everyone loved Ninja Scroll. They still do homage to Ninja Scroll too. And then of course there's Ronin Kenshin, like that. Like, if you haven't seen Ronin Kenshin, you should see that one. Escaflowne, both the series and the movie. The movie is amazing. I liked the series, but I thought the movie was. I thought they did such a great job with it that it will forever be one of the greatest animated films, in my opinion, of ever. It's good. Okay, we're closing in. We're closing in. Clean this back up. Yeah, Adult Swim would play some of the good ones every now and again. And they play some junk, but they play some good ones. Oh man, I am so sore. Oh, that tiller was wild, man. It really was. It was like fighting a bunch of fat guys for some cake. I am worn the fuck out. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. Where your light source is coming from. Yeah, we watch a little bit of that their style. I think that stuff, it's fun. It's definitely more fun like Disney. You know what I mean? But when I grew up, what anime was when I was younger, that wasn't anime. Like that was. It would have been considered just kind of too kiddie, but I like some of it. I think Spirited Away is one of the most stunning visual movies ever made. But I don't know that I actually own any of those movies. I like them a lot. But like I said, I mean the kids watch them, but the ones I own are a whole lot more of that way older style. It's probably my age, honestly. Hey, buddy. Get out of here. You don't want to live in this room. You'll die. I already killed your friends. You don't want to be here. This is really just a shade lighter than what we were using. Before, we were using the terracotta before. This is Pilrose Blush. Winsor Newton. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. They're a lot of fun. Oh, and Metropolis. I've not seen Metropolis. It's really good. My son grew up on that Astro Boy that they did that had Nicolas Cage in it as Astro Boy's father. It's really pretty clever. It's a good movie. I think it's more computerized style anime, but it's still a great run. Yeah, she definitely needed those hands and stuff like lighten up a bit. somewhere. 47 minutes. Still got tons of stuff to do. All that dress to do. It's a lot of dress. It's gonna look great though. We still got the crystal to do and most of the staff really. Neat thing with the way we did this is they'll just kind of gently pull this down. Try not to get on the dress pad. It should just cover up those colors just right and give us the undertones to make her knee and stuff stand out. That's the keep all the shadows and stuff together. Just a little touch of overpaint there. Boom. That's golly. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can get the blade put together and then, or painted, and then we can. We can put the metal wash on there, our grimies, and we can come back tomorrow and clean up the blade. This guy will be dang near done, y'all. Definitely have it finished up tomorrow. I could finish it up today. I don't know. There's a lot to do on that crystal. We'll be back tomorrow. And the dress. There's a lot to do. Yeah, we only got 10 minutes left. Nah. Let's come back tomorrow. It would be nice to have the sword done today, though. We can at least get that done. 10 minutes is still a lot of time. Washed and get the wash dried, and then do the details. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Keep moving. I'm a slave driver even with myself. You're back. Go away, Mr. Ant Guy. You need to go over there. Go that way. Oh, I've gotten rid of these ants for a while. Now they're back. I guess they're living in yet another one of these pots in here. I really don't like pulling out poison on them, but I'm going to have to. I already did it once. Pull out another one. Perks of living in the country, I suppose. Although ants exist everywhere. They don't have as many problems with them in the city as they do out here, though. They're virulent. As soon as you get rid of one, it's like another colony pops up. You know, a week, 2 weeks later. Crazy. Okay. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake the night. The Lighthouse. Don't know if I've seen that one. I don't really watch a lot of movies. Unless my kids are watching them. My kids are watching them, then I watch them. But like when my kids aren't here, I'm usually busy doing something else. Like gardening or working on miniatures or whatever. Right now it's working on miniatures a lot. I'm trying to get ready for that show. Oh man, and the Minotaur, or the Manticore popped up over, it did freaking amazing. It went over 1,600 views, which is wild. So that's really cool. So yeah, I'm usually working on this stuff, trying to keep this little thing going. I really am trying to kind of, I don't know, create kind of a business, I guess, out of it. I always dreamed of being an artist. I was like, oh, you're never gonna make it. You can't do that. It's not real. Blah 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 blah. I let these people get in my head when I was young about it, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept my own head about it. But that's not what you do when you're young. And on the other side, I became a chef, and I got to do some really cool shit. I got to meet some really cool people, like Sir McBeardsly here. For those of you who do not know, I met Sir McBeardsly when he was in culinary school. I was his garde manger instructor, or at least I think garde manger and some other classes. I taught a bunch of different classes, garde manger being one of them. And usually you got me for at least one management class. Which was good. You needed me for one management class. You really needed like 2 or 3 different chefs for that, honestly. If you're gonna learn management, you need to learn different management from different people. Not just chefs, not just in the culinary world. This is just in general. You gotta learn different styles, because like one person's style of management may not fit your personality. And the thing about being a good manager is that you gotta use your personality. And if you don't, it won't work, because you're fighting against yourself. Trying to make yourself be something you're not, it'll never, ever, ever work. Decked out. It's awesome. It's gonna look great. Oh, that lighthouse. Oh man. Oh man, I thought you were talking about some new movie. No, that movie's freaking wild, man. They're amazing in it. Like, I actually had a whole lot more respect for Robert Pattinson after that movie. Like, I gave that dude some shit for the fucking Twilight thing. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to not like the guy. I wanted to almost not like that movie because of it. But I love Willem Dafoe. And I was like, man, if anybody can help this guy really fucking look, like really act, really get into it, and really show what he can do, put him in with Willem Dafoe, stuck out at a lighthouse. That's gonna do it. And I was not disappointed. I was not. He brought out. They brought out a lot in each other, and it was it's such a great movie. I'm gonna watch it again now. I thought you were talking about some new movie or something. That movie is funny as fuck. It's wild. Yeah, I guess it's weird that I think it's funny, but yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Definitely an art kind of film. It really did. Like, honestly, it did. Like, he's really pretty talented. I didn't think so. I didn't know. If we're honest, I didn't know. Because I just didn't know the guy. you know, what I knew of him was from that ridiculous vampire movie, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like I was really happy to see how well he did. I thought that was awesome. I was like, oh man, thanks for completely upending my opinion about you, man. I'm really all about that. Especially for like a movie, good movies and stuff, man. You can reset my opinion of you as an actor. I'm really like, oh, that's good. That's good. Oh gosh, now I'll respect you forever because you're able to instantly change my opinion about you like that. Oh, that's like that. I was wrong. Thank you for proving me so. Yep, you're right on time. Be able to get the rest of the sword brushed off and then let this sucker dry. Cool about the thing about these miniature spirits and oil paints is that you can come back and you can you don't get too crazy now because you'll rub it all the way off. And you can rub a little bit of this down. And if you wanted it to be like just like a dark black sword or something like that, you could leave it like this and we could go ahead and trim it from there. What we're going to do is brush. That's lead belcher again. The exact same color. Might even put a little silver on just the very edges of it. Probably tomorrow. She's looking great. I'm really happy with this one. She's looking outstanding. This one will sell. I can almost promise somebody will buy this. I painted her to look like Brave. Some little girl is going to want this model. Or lady. Could be a lady. But I know my daughter, if she saw this, she would be like, Daddy, 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 Daddy. I want it. I want it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely put a stain on it. So, you know, kudos, a big shout out to Robert Patterson, actually. I appreciate, you know, thanks for correcting my opinion. And you'll never see this, but thanks. I appreciate it. Actually gave you a lot more chances in other movies now ever since that movie. So, good job. It's happened a couple times. Good to say. So anyway, yeah, that it is. Great show. Thanks for coming by. Great to see you, Sir McBeardsly. Well, hear from you. Yeah, she'd make a great spellblade. Oh yeah. Half druid, half fighter kind of thing. So, yay, that's what she'd want. It'd be cool. Like I said, she looks a lot like the other one I did for my daughter. It's blonde with a pink with the magenta dress, purpley pink dress. Almost the same exact staff. Probably the same sculptor. They probably sculpted a bunch of different variations of this deal, and this is how we got there. But who knows? Reaper has these. I don't know. Reaper has these characters that they sculpt all the time. And they're always making new versions of him. So it might be one of those. Like I said on there, it doesn't say that on the box. It just says something else. But you know, sculptors are like that. You know, you start making a run of things. You're like, oh well, make it a little different style. Make it a little different style. and you kind of get to play and experiment, and then you can just turn all those into prints and print them out. Well, casts. Reaper does casts. I think still. Oh, nice. And that's a good thing for him to do too, man. It's really easy to shake stigma once if you go into voice acting. You can get a lot of stigma out. That's what Mark Hamill had to do. Like nobody was really giving Mark Hamill the time of day because it was Luke Skywalker, and everybody's like, "Oh, Luke Skywalker," and you get kind of real typecast. And then he's still the greatest voice of the Joker ever. Like it's hard for me to hear other people Joker and be like, yeah, that sounds like the Joker, because it doesn't sound like Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's the Joker. Like that is like his voice is the Joker. Whenever I hear other people do it, you're like, you're doing it wrong. That's how much of the Joker he is, and he would play the Joker for a long time across lots of different animated versions of Batman plus video games and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, you guys are awesome. I really appreciate everything that you do. I appreciate you coming by and watching what I do. It's cool. So, yeah, he's such a great voice actor. If you ever heard, there's an old video game called Full Throttle. It was free for a while. I don't know if it's still free, but it's free on like Xbox and PlayStation for a little while. It's free, and it's a fun game. It's a story game. It's kind of goofy. And it's a little clunky because it's really old. It's an old mouse dragon flip game. But it's a fun story, and Mark Hamill does a lot of the voices in it, and he's awesome. He's fun. Anyway, I think that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll finish up this Elf Girl, and then do some other stuff. And then I'm hoping to have. I really need to get to work, but I'm hoping to get a bunch of other stuff set up for the spins this weekend, because that's really been driving this channel, which is great. So I can do that some more, right? Anyway, I love you all a lot. Thank you so much for coming and watching. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Be good to somebody you don't know. Just be real. Just be good. Do something nice. Do something pleasant. Be a helper. Isn't that what Mr. Rogers said? Look for the helpers. They're the ones that are doers. Well, it's really easy to tear stuff down and use things, but help and be something. Do something. Help somebody, even if it's a little thing. It's what's important in society. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys.